Bing bong, and we're back. As you can tell, our clothes are different, so that way you know that a significant amount of time has passed since we last did a podcast. How you guys doing? You're awfully quiet over there.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I just felt
Doing great.
I had my volume up, and so there's a big old echo, and I felt like
Oh,
That's-
sorry.
I thought it was on my end.
I
so
was like, oh my
distracted.
gosh, yeah.
It seems like you fixed it. Everything's going great. Well, guys,
Yeah, that was me.
welcome. We are the CineBoiz podcast, part of the Corkbats podcast network. If you don't know what Corkbats is, be sure to follow them on social media at Corkbats on Twitter and Instagram, as well as corkbats.com. Also, TikTok. You guys TikTok, correct? No Tom TikToks.
Love TikTok.
Do you make any TikToks?
Oh, no. I just like to watch.
My friend started a produce TikTok, and I don't have TikTok, but he's on Instagram, so we followed him, and he follows us. So there you go. Good story, right? Anyways, yeah. So check out Corkbats on TikTok, also corkbats.com, and you can follow Corkbats on YouTube. And then, yeah, we got the CineBoiz. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the CineBoiz. And you can find our video content on the Corkbats YouTube page. So check that out. But we are the CineBoiz, part of Corkbats Podcast Network. We're the movie, TV, gaming branch of Corkbats. Yeah, we like to hang out. We like to podcast. Today, we have a very special episode for you. I hope you guys are excited for it.
I'm ready.
We've talked about headlines here and there, but we know our New Year's resolution that we set in the middle of the year is that we want to get back to doing the fun stuff that we used to do. And we've fallen in love with tier ranking streams. It's the best. We've only done one before this, but it was a lot of fun. So we're going to do another one. You guys excited?
Very.
This
Hell
is
yeah.
my
Great
first.
Yeah, Mob, you
yeah.
weren't there.
It was a lot of fun.
Did you have fun listening to it? Did you have FOMO listening to it?
I did, and the only thing I wanted to say is that Valkyrie is a D-level movie solely on the fact that everyone has German accents except for Tom Cruise, who's
Yeah,
supposed to be a German.
But he was caked up, so
Dude, caked up, bruh.
I can't get past it. I mean, I get your Tom Cruise, but like, commit to
Try.
something, you know?
Fair.
I don't think he can do accents.
Exactly.
No,
I think they just wanted to make a Tom Cruise movie, and they're like, they're all
I think
Germans.
he was kind of trying to do like a Southern accent in American Made because he's supposed to be like from Arkansas or
Yeah.
something.
I
I
guess.
kind of like that Tom Cruise is just as he is in any movie, and you can't change him.
But here's the thing. Had they done it to where everyone else just had regular English accents or spoken their regular voice, no one would have cared. But they made everyone else do German accents except for Tom Cruise.
Yeah. It's messed up, dude. That's probably in his contract. He's real selfish.
Eh.
Also, Edge of Tomorrow is my favorite Tom Cruise movie.
yeah,
we-
I can't believe that I forgot that when I was talking about, like, it's by far my favorite.
Yeah.
I've watched it more
It's
than
so
any other
good.
Tom Cruise
Yeah.
movie.
Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Well, last time we did the Tom Cruise rankings. and
That's so last week.
yeah,
or
that was
2 weeks
so-
ago.
Yeah, whenever
week.
we did that.
No, 2 weeks ago.
We did it 2 weeks ago. The episode
Came out
last week.
Yeah.
And then
Right,
this
it
episode
was-
isn't going to come out for another 2
Correct.
weeks.
So it's 2 weeks ago.
So
Guys,
now-
I know what I'm saying. It's 2 weeks ago.
yeah, he's got the calendar. He's got a mental calendar of it. But look, we're not going to do Tom Cruise movies. That was a lot of fun. This time we
Yeah.
decided, it's that time of year, football's back, and although a lot of these movies aren't football movies, we figured let's do some tier rankings for some sports movies. Now, let's just be very clear. People are going to be upset. We're probably going to fight each other. That's okay. Like, we're not going to take it personally. Once it's done, it's done. We're going to move on.
I did wake up and choose violence today. So
yeah, I'm
get
ready to break friendships today,
Yeah.
to be honest.
But I
So-
also realized that I put about 51 movies on here. And then after I did that, there's probably about 20 more that popped into my head that I didn't think to add. So we might do a sequel to sports movies ranking.
I think a lot of them we can just kind of run through and be like, it is what it is. We don't have to debate too long.
Well, a lot
Yeah.
of these are like movies that probably none of us have seen.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah, I
I've seen
saw that
probably 65% of these.
Yeah. So it's going to be, I don't
Maybe
think it's
70.
going to be too heavy duty. But I think there are movies that we have seen that we left off this list. So that's where, if you get upset because your favorite sports movie isn't on here, you can email
Tweet
Austin
at
Huff.
Kenny.
No,
Yes.
Austin Huff. Austin's our boss. He is the one responsible for our poor content.
Uh-huh.
When we do bad, it's Austin's fault. When we do great, we did great.
The amount of texts I've sent Austin that are like, why is my blog post sucking?
Yeah,
This
why
is
is
your
this
fault.
a terrible blog post that I wrote? Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Austin, get it together.
Why did you let me have that idea?
Yeah.
Also, at real Kenny Ashton.
Also,
Just
you should
let him
read
have it.
Mob's posts on corkbats.com. They're really funny. So that's all I'll say.
They come in spurts.
Yeah, but they're good. Whenever
Yeah,
like
you
Mob
did a
gets
bunch
whenever
last couple
you write I feel like I get really excited when you write a blog for Cork Bats. Not to take away from anybody else who writes for Cork Bats. Well, I can take away from myself because I feel like mine are fine. But every time I read yours, I'm like that's so funny.
Yours
some funny
are
shit.
good.
They're fine. They're okay.
Mom's got
They're
a
usually
talent.
not funny though. It's usually like a review, and it's like, okay, I'll throw a joke in there at some point. But for the most part, it's like,
I like reviews though.
cool. Like, I guess I won't see Bullet Train then. Anyways,
Are we ranking? We should just rank Bullet Train sometime.
yeah, we should just have like 50 different bullet times or Bullet Train, and then we just rank it. Anyways, we're gonna get into this. Let's pull up the magical tier list. So here we go. We got about 51 movies to get through. Last time we did it, we just kind of each picked one. I think like this time we should maybe pick like one or two each every time we go.
Yeah.
And we'll just
Well,
go
there's a billion. Maybe we just do, if there's a series of them, we just do them all at once.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I was
So,
thinking
like,
too.
You pick Air Bud, we do all the Air Buds.
So let me go ahead and get you the tiers here real quick. So the top tier is the God tier, and those are the movies that we consider
Reign supreme.
Yeah, considered to be excellent, superb movies that will always stand the test of time. Then there's the A tier, which is like really, really good movies we don't have any complaints about, but maybe wouldn't put in the God tier. Then there's B list, which is essentially like they're fine. They're fine. They're not great. They're not horrible. They're just fine. Then you get C, which is like not the worst thing ever, but also not good. And then there's the trash can tier.
Yeah.
And these are the garbage films. And there's a few on here. Like Remember the Titans that we're going to talk about. I'm starting early. I'm going to start the fighting early. And then we added a tier. It's just no opinion. Like there's going to be a few of these movies that I think probably a handful of them that none of us have seen, or like maybe only one of us has seen. And we'll get to that too. And there'll probably be a handful that go on there. And if you're in the chat, say hi and make your opinion be heard. That's what I'll say.
I mean, you guys let the chat dictate sometimes last time. So
yeah, so we will need.
Well, there's
input
things that
from
we
chat.
forget when we're talking.
I feel like,
Yeah.
and I feel like chat's a good tiebreaker too. Because
Yes,
very good.
We're going to have dissension.
So if you're in the chat, be sure to help out because we're going to need the help. Okay.
What was our most divisive movie last time? Was it Valkyrie?
I don't think so.
I don't think you guys really had
We
many.
didn't have any that we got
divisive.
There wasn't anything like super divisive. I don't think.
You guys got to remind me to take a dump on the Apple show at some point in this podcast. That's just something I got to do at every tier list at some point.
Sure.
Yeah.
They
I'm
actually
sure that,
ended up
like-
agreeing with me, but I was surprised.
You know what you should do is when we get to Moneyball, just say they hate that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
Especially
really
Billy.
anger them.
I know Billy. Like it hurts him to watch that movie.
All
Dude,
they
you know-
do is
You
constantly.
know, Billy has me blocked on Twitter still from the time that I jokingly said Jaws and There Will Be Blood were trash movies. He never
Gosh.
unblocked me
I love that.
because he'll interact with the CineBoiz tweets every once in a while, and I just won't know what's going on in the conversation. I'm like, well,
Guess I won't know. Guess I'll never know. Well, let's start there then. What do you say we rank Moneyball?
God tier.
no. Can we save it? I just feel like we're gonna have an argument. I want to build up to this.
I don't think there's any argument on Moneyball.
Really?
It's God
Okay.
tier.
I mean,
really
it's
don't.
God tier.
I think it's
I
God
put
tier.
it up there.
It's
a great
honestly
movie.
a
It's
top
one of-
5 movie of mine.
Moneyball's God tier.
I have 3 top movies. They're all sports movies, so they're all going to be ranked.
That's pathetic.
And Moneyball is one of them.
I'm
I
trying
will
to think
say
what the third is.
The reason I would put Moneyball in the God tier is because Moneyball is a movie that I watch once a year. It's that good.
Yeah. For
That-
me, it's usually like when it's like after the Super Bowl when there's no sports and I just need like it's a good chill movie and I need something on Saturday night or Sunday night.
Yeah.
It's
For me, admittedly, the first time I saw it, I think I was a little disappointed by it because I was expecting it to be something else.
Yeah.
And then upon second review, since I
It
knew
gets-
it was going to happen, I was
it's-
just like, okay, this is actually a
It
great
gets better
movie.
with every viewing to me.
Yeah, it
And
is
one of those.
it's a movie where nothing really happens.
Exactly.
So it's all dialogue.
It's
And I
just
think that's
vibes.
what
But
I
it's
think that's what I wasn't
amazing.
expecting. Yeah.
But it's
well,
Aaron Sorkin.
there's not like
dialogue.
a
Correct.
Right.
and it's not like in the
it's
book,
Brad Pitt.
nothing crazy happens. I mean, it's just kind of talking
Well,
about.
If you're a baseball fan, you know the story. It's not like anything nuts, but
Well,
it's
and
Brad Pitt's best movie. He should have won the Oscar.
Food performance is unmatched.
Yeah, a lot of food in that movie.
Unmatched.
Yeah.
The Twinkie, the popcorn.
The popcorn that he puts in his mouth and then spits out.
There's a couple really memeable moments. One that's going around the internet right now is, Billy, this is so-and-so.
Yeah.
He does this and this. His only defect is that he's terrible at baseball.
Oh, is that he throws weird.
He throws weird, but
He throws weird.
Chad Bradford.
This is the Greek god of walks. Yeah. I could talk about this movie all day. So
we got 50 movies we got to get to still. As much as we love to talk about Moneyball for hours, let's move on. How about Tom? Why don't you pick a movie or two?
Okay, this is my favorite. I'm gonna choose Rocky. And
I know where I stand on Rocky.
Here we go.
I'm gonna put it in God tier.
I would say the same because it's my favorite movie of all time.
I'm
gonna be outvoted on this. Mob, you go ahead and say God tier real quick.
No, I would put it in A.
I mean, I think we gotta go.
I'm not gonna fight God tier, but I would put it in A.
Okay, I think we gotta go A because for me it's like B.
Okay.
How dare you?
I think it's overrated as hell.
Oh man. Okay.
It definitely is not.
I want to put it in God tier. This is where the chat needs to be active, but I don't know if anybody's in the chat right now.
I'm gonna make people mad, but I don't think it's aged very well.
Excuse you?
Why is this not working?
Yeah, I said
and here's for me. Like, I like Rocky. I think it's a good movie, which is why I put it in A.
Okay.
I understand why you guys put it in God tier. Like, I get it. I just when I put it against other boxing movies that I like, it's just
what other boxing
movie would even hold a candle to the original Rocky?
I was gonna say Creed.
Creed's good.
I love Creed. I love Creed. These are just
there would
personal,
be no Creed if it wasn't for Rocky.
For sure, but these are just personal movies that I like better, like Cinderella Man.
Oh, I loved Cinderella Man, dude.
That's good, but
all right, we're putting
early 2000s.
I'm making an executive decision. Rocky's going in God tier, and I don't care.
It's got to go.
A. Okay, get ready then.
Okay. Well, okay, I'll put it in A. I'm upset.
Yes, that's the law of averages.
I'm not happy about it though.
If we have God A, B,
we have to average.
There's a certain reason he's putting in an A.
Why?
If he makes the executive decision to put Rocky in God tier, he's gonna get fought on something else.
Okay, well then we'll leave that there. So okay,
I mean,
law of averages says Rocky then has to drop to A.
I'm fairly prepared to just
let's not use this law of averages, Kevin. You don't want to use the law of averages.
I don't.
No,
I think we have to in this case because if it's two God tiers, one A and one B.
I mean, you're not wrong because there's one coming up that Kenny's going to put in the trash can.
Correct.
I'm going to freak out about.
I won't put it in trash can. I'm just not going to be. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not
Kenny. Here's what I'll do for you. Okay. I will allow God tier just based on the cultural relevance of this movie that it has still had. What 35 years later?
40 years later.
40 years later. Like, I admit the cultural relevance of it and the iconic scenes in it. So not my cup of tea, but I will allow God tier.
Okay, Rocky's now God tier. It's official. All right.
That's me playing politics, right?
Well, let's do all the Rockies while we're here.
Let me say, I think it should be in God tier.
Okay, there we go. So then why are we ever debating it?
Because we're talking about personal opinion here. A personal opinion.
Okay.
I will say though,
I'll put aside my personal like or dislike of the movie, and I can admit that it's an important movie. And
I will also say that not every Rocky movie deserves to be in the God tier.
Absolutely not. Let's go ahead and just go through the Rocky movies real quick.
Yeah, if we're gonna knock them out, let's just be real.
So let's say Rocky 2, A.
Yeah, I think it's good for A.
It's a good movie.
It's definitely a step down.
It's for sure a step down, but we can
say
it's still really good.
Just know, I'm just going to say this once for the chat. Anything that Kenny thinks about a Rocky movie, put it at least a tier below for me.
Okay. Nah, that's not true.
Rocky 3?
3 and 4, I say should be B.
B, that's what I'm thinking too. 3, 4,
5 is probably trash can because it's not good.
Yeah, 5's going trash.
I can't even have an opinion on 5. I never saw it.
Trash. It's horrible.
Rocky Balboa, though.
Rocky Balboa, I'd probably put in B. Actually, I might put it in A.
Either one is fine with me.
I saw that one.
Okay, well, I'll say A. Tom says A.
I would say B.
Kev says B.
Mob, have you seen it?
Yeah, I mean,
Think
I don't
about
have
it
an opinion
compared
on it.
to
Okay, so I think to
Rocky
appease
2.
I don't have an
think
opinion
it's
on it.
nearly as good as Rocky 2.
I think to appease Kevin and Mob over putting Rocky 1 in God tier, I'm okay with putting Rocky Balboa in B tier.
I just don't think you can put Rocky 2 and Rocky Balboa in the same tier.
I think
Here's what I think. Here's what I think about
you
Rocky
could.
Balboa
You can do
is
anything.
that I think Rocky 5 was so bad that when you got like a competent Rocky movie after that,
good point,
you were
good point.
surprised.
Okay.
Good point. Great point. Even
That's fair.
So I think
Because
B,
it's a decent movie.
yeah. So I think B's a good compromise.
I don't think you
I
put
can live
decent
with
in
B.
A. I think you put decent in B.
Well, I think it's an A level movie. I'm just saying,
And
like,
I do
to
too, but I can
compromise
live
with
with B.
you guys who don't think it's A. I'm okay with B. Is what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Yeah.
I think B is fair.
Okay.
I think, is it fair to say Rocky is our biggest
Beef.
beef on this entire podcast?
I think we're gonna get into another
Probably.
movie that might be one of another.
we
big
haven't
beef.
had that beef yet, and I'm actually kind of scared for
Yeah.
it.
So Tom, thank you
My
so
heart's-
much. Let's go with Mob. Mob, why don't you pick the next one? Or
I really want to put The Blind Side in trash can.
Yes.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I want it in the trash can.
Yes.
Let it be known, Blindside is a terrible movie
Two things can be true. Sandy Bullock can give a good performance, and
Yes.
the movie can also
can
be
still be
terrible.
bad.
and kind of racist. So like,
Yes.
yeah, it's
I wa-
very problematic movie.
It's honestly been bothering me that it was even not there when we started. So,
I just read a book like a couple months ago about like racism and stuff like that, and like how it permeates society currently. And like, there's like a whole chapter dedicated to the blind side. And I'm
Really?
like,
Oh gosh.
this makes a lot of sense. Like, I didn't think it like when I watched it originally, but it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah, okay, not great.
Gotta love a good movie that makes the whites feel good.
Yeah, it's like the opposite. What's the opposite of white guilt?
White saviorism.
White pride.
savior.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
Did you
white
say
pride.
white pride?
Yeah, not that.
Tom, we're gonna get canceled. Oh
was
boy. Oh boy.
Edgy jokes. That's all it is.
Kevin, why don't you
I'm not
pick
supportive
one?
of it.
Moving on. Let us do Angels in the Outfield.
Okay.
Because for me, it's very high, but it's a nostalgia factor.
I like
So,
it.
I don't think it's a terrible movie.
For me, it's A, but I would accept B, for being honest, because I see the flaws in it.
But if it is, like, I don't think it's terrible. But if it is, if I'm being honest, the pull for it is 100% nostalgia for me.
Well, there's a lot of these movies that the whole is going to be nostalgia for me.
To be like any kids
Yeah,
movie
same.
that's a sports movie is going to be nostalgic.
Also, I had this
I
realization.
think that the lineup of actors in this movie is unbelievable. When
Yes,
looking back,
really.
it's
Yeah,
like you
it's
had
very
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, you had
Fan of the
Matthew
podcast.
McConaughey,
Fan of the
Danny
podcast.
Glover.
Tony Danza.
Adrian Brody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Adrian Brody's in it.
The stars in this movie are unreal, and for
Christopher
me,
Lloyd.
there are so many.
Yeah. So
Also,
isn't
it-
Dermot Mulroney? Or yeah, Dermot Mulroney's
He's the
like
dad.
the dad. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I had this
yeah.
realization the other day. I think it's hilarious that the whole premise
Dude,
is
so
based
cool.
on the dad being a sarcastic asshole.
Yeah,
It's like, when are we gonna be a family again? I don't know. Maybe when the Angels win the
When the
pennant.
Angels win
Later.
He's a dirtbag.
He's
He
like,
knows
all right,
how to
that's
dirtbag.
what
Danny
I gotta do.
Glover.
I gotta get this team to win. Oh my!
So let's do this. I'll put it in B.
okay,
We'll
that's
give
fair.
it that.
That's totally fair.
All right. So we also have Angels in the End Zone.
Okay, that's
gonna
a
be-
trash can tier.
I
for
never
me.
even saw that one.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I
it
think it
was
was
not
a
good.
TV.
It was
only,
really bad,
but it was
I
a direct
watched it
sequel.
because I loved the original, obviously, as a kid. But
yeah.
Here's
So-
the thing.
Yeah.
When I was a child, probably thought it was the greatest thing to ever happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh, I was pumped.
It
Don't
had,
get me wrong.
It had what's his butt? The one of the Lawrence brothers in it. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like what was the Sunday night like movie of the week ABC
Yeah.
used to do? It's like Disney,
Something
Wonderful
like that,
World
yeah.
of Disney, something like that.
Yeah.
It was one of those movies.
Yeah.
So it was like a step above Disney Channel original movie, but a
Correct.
step below.
Well,
theatrical
and it
release.
was a fairly like the whole beginning was like this kid's dad died in a car crash right off the bat, right? Isn't that what it was? It was like, yikes.
Yeah, it was rough. It was
Going to
rough
get
subject
fast
matter.
food or something. Yeah.
I mean, that's every Disney movie. A parent dies, right?
Yeah, it happens
Yeah.
pretty often.
it's kind of like the NFL
Or they're
draft.
already dead.
Yeah.
Toy Story. Maybe they just left. I don't know.
Well, Kevin, thanks. Appreciate you. I'm gonna pick
You're
one.
welcome.
How about that?
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna pick. Space Jam.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay.
So here's what I'm gonna say with Space Jam. I'm gonna put it in C.
Yes. Agree.
Original Space Jam.
Yeah.
Correct.
I think that's fair, despite the nostalgia factor.
Well, because I have recently watched this
It's bad.
it's actually probably trash can, but nostalgia puts it in C.
Right. Well, here's the reason why I'm
Okay.
going to put it in C is because the next
The
one
new
is
one.
Space Jam Legacy, which is automatically going trash can.
Yeah.
And I do think Space Jam 1 is a step above Space Jam 2.
Agree.
Yeah.
There's some for me, Bill Murray has some classic lines in Space Jam.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's great.
Let's go Bulls!
I mean, I would still watch the original Space Jam. Like if it's on, I'm not gonna be like, that movie's garbage, I'm not watching it. I would watch it because nostalgia, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like these other movies where
No, it's not good. MJ can't really act.
you realize how cringy it actually is when
Yeah.
you watch it again.
Yeah. That's rough.
Like honestly, this is weird to say, but like the Looney Tunes saved Michael Jordan. Kind of.
Yeah.
He's
they
just
help.
not good at acting.
Yeah. They really prop him up a bit. Well, cool. And then Tom, why don't you pick something?
Is it me already?
Yeah.
So prepared.
I think I'm going kind of randomly though, so
Let's see. Let's do. Oh gosh. Let's do Hustle. I saw that recently and I really
Hustle.
liked it.
I would
I-
put Hustle in the A tier.
I think it'd be an
Honestly.
A. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's A or B.
I think
You
it's
know
good
what?
enough to be
I will
A.
say A, and here's why. Because in a lot of sports movies, the actual sports action is so terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, they got legitimate basketball
Actual
players. There's
players,
a couple
yeah.
NBA stars in this movie.
Yeah.
I'll give it an A.
Yeah.
Because when it came out, my expectations were like, oh, this is going to be
Rock
so bad.
bottom. Yeah.
And they were surpassed with flying colors. So
Yeah.
I'll give it an A,
Yeah.
I think.
Mob, you've been awfully quiet on Hustle.
Oh, I'd put it in A.
Okay. There
I think honestly, I think if it weren't just a straight to Netflix movie, it probably would have been talked about more.
All right. Well, let's
think you're
knock
probably
out.
right.
I think we should knock out all the Adam Sandler sports movies then. Since
Okay.
we're on Hustle.
Okay.
Let's go with
Some of
Longest
these
Yard.
might get a little spicy here.
What about Longest Yard?
God, I love.
Oh,
I
love
really
it.
love
For me, it's an
Longest
A.
Yard.
I understand if you want to say B. Because,
Yeah.
but I
say
freaking love The
C.
Longest Yard.
C?
No!
No.
It's not C.
It's not,
not a
C.
C, dude.
It's
Then-
better than C.
So B.
I can
Yeah.
I can be
I
okay
can live
B.
with it, but I just love it.
All right.
I do too.
I think B is probably the right place to put
Yeah.
it, but I would put it A.
In my heart, A.
Happy Gilmore. I'd put an A. And I would
think Happy
flirt
Gilmore
with.
is
I
one
would
of
flirt
those-
with God tier.
To me, Happy Gilmore is one of those that was great at the time and it has not aged as well. Comedies are harder to age.
I don't know. Well, you're right. It could be a nostalgia thing where like the comedy may not be there anymore.
To me, it's a
Yeah.
B. Like, I just don't think if you watch it now, it would be nearly as funny.
Okay.
But I understand.
I
guess.
can live with either A or B.
Mob, what do you think?
I don't have a real opinion.
I think it's gonna go B then. If we're gonna be real honest. And then how about Waterboy?
God.
Man, these are hard because
Waterboy, I
the
think
nostalgia
would be-
factor also, I think, would be A.
I
don't-
don't think Waterboy is as good as Happy Gilmore.
I agree. So here's
agree.
my line of thinking here is like I would put Happy Gilmore in A because I love it so much. I understand why we're putting it in B. So I don't
Okay.
think
I
Waterboy
think
is as
you
good
gotta
as
put
Happy Gilmore. I
Waterboy
would
in
put it
C.
in B, but I think we gotta stick it in C.
Okay, that's
So,
man.
with
Waterboy
that
and
argument-
Space Jam in the same tier.
With that
feels
argument,
bad.
I think we have to put Happy Gilmore in A
I think
and
you're right.
Waterboy in
I
B.
think we got to bump them up.
Because I agree with you,
Yeah, I
but
agree.
I just don't think Waterboy is C.
I can't put
It's
Space
not
Jam and
that bad.
Waterboy in the same tier. I
Yeah,
can't do
that's
it.
rough.
I think
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore needs to go in A, and I think Waterboy needs to go in B.
I think that's fair.
Okay, there we go. Fair enough.
I like it.
We fixed
I like it.
I think that's all the Adam Sandler ones we got. So why don't we go with hey Mob?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mob, why don't you pick one?
Let's do the Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks. All right, we'll do all of them. So Mighty
For
Ducks
me,
1. I'll put it in
Mighty
A.
Ducks 1 is God tier, but that's a purely nostalgic pick.
I'm gonna put it in A.
I think that's fair.
I think A is a good spot for it.
Where is
Mighty Ducks.
1?
Oh yeah, good choice.
What about
Good
D2?
choice.
D2 is
I don't
up
even
tier below, I
remember
think.
D2.
I don't remember either of the sequels, if I'm being 100%
So-
I remember the third one a little bit. but
Okay,
don't
I would
remember the
even
second
put
one at
D2
all.
in C and D3 into the trash can.
D3 is trash can, and
Okay.
I
Yeah.
will not sit for anything else.
Yes.
So you say
That's
D2
fine.
and C?
It's hard because you get Keenan Thompson.
Okay, B. You said B. It's got to be B to me.
I recently just watched Mighty Ducks and D2, and I refuse to watch
There's something
D3.
that's kind of cool about them playing for USA in D2 also.
Well, and you get like the
And the
Emilio
evil-
Estevez is a douchebag, and like he comes
Yeah.
back to being
Mhm.
a good guy, and he's got a new
Also-
love interest, and
D2 has one of the funnier Parks and Rec lines where Andy's talking about bad
Yeah.
guys, and he's like,
I'll be the
Iceland,
Germans.
yeah, Japan or Germany, they've never been bad guys ever.
Yeah.
no, yeah, and you get like the Bash Brothers. Yeah,
Oh, man. it's D2.
Bad guys
D2's
from
gotta
Mighty
be
Ducks
B.
2?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Germany. They've never been bad guys in anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
but D3 they go to
D3
college.
is
You don't
so
have
bad.
Emilio
Yeah.
Estevez till the end.
The only thing I remember about D3, two
hateable
things.
coach.
There's
Coach.
There's a scene where they're rollerblading through a city, and they like skate off of a freeway or something, and then they also like release a bunch of fire ants in someone's dorm.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Fire
All I
ants.
remember, I remember D3 when I was a kid, and I remember thinking, where the fuck is Emilio Estevez for like the
Yeah.
entire movie? And that's all I remember.
It's not
Because-
Mighty
and I didn't
Ducks
even know
without
that
Emilio
word yet.
Estevez.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't even know the F word yet, and somehow that was my thought. So
okay.
cool. So we got those on there. Kev, you pick next, buddy.
Okay, I'm prepared to be hurt by people, but original Karate Kid.
A
To me, God tier.
God tier. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
one of
gotta-
my favorite movies.
God tier. For
It's great.
And
There's no doubt.
Okay,
That's not a
good,
question.
Good. I was scared there though. I didn't know
Yeah.
what Kenny was gonna
What
think
about
or
Karate
not.
Kid 2? Well, what were you gonna say,
I
Tom?
don't-
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, I feel like Karate Kid is one of those, just culturally significant.
It's so
Well, now with
iconic.
Cobra Kai, it's even
It's
more
too
significant.
important.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it can't be left out of the
Plus the
lexicon.
soundtrack of Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Every time.
I don't remember either of the
Cool
sequels,
summer.
if I've even seen them.
Okay, I will say
Around.
Karate Kid 2 is not great, but it's not awful.
It's
and
not
Karate Kid
awful.
3 is not good.
I would put Karate Kid 2 B. I would
B
put Karate
and
Kid 3 C.
C.
And then I would
agree.
put next Karate Kid trash can.
Trash can. Trash
Sounds
can.
good.
Trash can. Have to be.
Although
Where is that?
Hillary Swank was in next Karate
We're the
Kid.
best around.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever gonna get you down.
Okay.
Do we have the
around.
Jaden Smith
No, I didn't
one
have
on
that
here because
there.
that would also be trash can.
I didn't have that on there.
I didn't even see it. I just don't even.
Yeah, we can do sports movies too. We'll put that one on there.
Okay.
Yeah. And then let's go with the Will Ferrell movies. I think we'll knock a few of these out. So we got Talladega Nights. I would put that A.
Yeah. I have a great time.
I forgot to put Semi-Pro on here. Shit.
Oh, Semi-Pro's so good.
See, I just don't think it's that funny.
What,
I'll be
Talladega Nights or
honest.
Semi-Pro?
No, semi-pro.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I'm not going to debate you on it, but
It's his best sports movie.
Is it though? I just don't laugh that much when I
It's-
watch it.
So, okay.
There's like
Part of
funny
the
moments.
conversation here is like how good was it at the time it came out, and Talladega Nights was
Even
awesome.
oh,
And I think
I laugh harder still at Talladega Nights than
Yeah.
the semi-pro.
well, and I think Semi-Pro to me is almost done the reverse. Like it wasn't as awesome when it came out, and I think it's gotten funnier over time to me.
So-
I don't know why.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing about both Talladega Nights and Blades of Glory.
Okay.
They're the same movie, and they're the same movie as Anchorman. Same exact movie.
Yeah.
Okay. So where would we put Talladega Nights?
Talladega Nights is better than Blades of Glory.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
I think Talladega Nights is an A just because of
I'd put it
how
A.
big it was when it.
I'd put Blades
its
of Glory
heyday.
in C.
Yeah.
Probably where I
agree.
put it.
But
Yeah.
we were in Chicago a few weekends ago,
Mhm.
and we just, before we went to bed, we turned on TV and Blades of Glory was on, so I watched it. And I did laugh. It
Oh, it's
was
got it.
enjoyable.
There's some good.
It's got
But
its
it's
parts.
definitely,
but-
it's just not, I can still acknowledge it's C at best.
Yeah, for sure.
It's for sure got its parts. I mean, I still quote, "We're dancing to one song and one song only."
I'm gonna get you drunk. Get you
Well, that
drunk,
one-
lady.
that
What does
line-
that mean? No
Think
one
of
knows what it
what-
means, but it's provocative.
I do
What's that
think
song
also,
for Blades of
Go.
Glory?
like I think John Heder, whatever his last name is. I think he fit that role because of how weird he is, but I do feel like it would be a better movie if someone else was in it. I don't know who,
Yeah.
but
Did he get canceled or something?
I don't know.
I just thought he wasn't.
I
that great
feel
an
like he just
actor.
disappeared.
He's just Napoleon Dynamite.
I thought he did something not good.
He might have. Look it up.
Sorry if you haven't.
Yeah. So our sorry. Like, if we don't mean to accidentally cancel you
Yeah.
with all the clout we have.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Should we knock out all the Airbuds?
That's what I was gonna say. I think we should go Airbud next. That'll knock out 5 movies.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Original Airbud to me, again, nostalgia. I would put A, but I think it's a B.
Okay, so here's where it's gonna get a little tricky. I'm gonna put Airbud. I'm with you on that. I'll say Airbud. I'm good with B or C for Airbud, but it is 100% nostalgic because I don't think it's a good movie.
No.
I think it's okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it in so long. It's hard.
Yeah, Kay just
if
hopped in the
you
chat.
get the time, you should also go check out John Oliver's little bit on Airbud. It's hilarious.
Kay just hopped in the chat. Says, "Hello, boys. Twitch didn't tell me you were streaming SMH." Yeah, sorry about that. I noticed that there weren't a lot of people in the chat, and I double checked to make sure the stream was up, and it is. But it's okay. We're glad you're back.
Where's Airbud going?
I'll accept.
I think it's got.
C.
I'm just looking at the movies in A, and I don't think
it doesn't belong there.
No,
it doesn't belong there.
I also, but like, does Airbud belong with like the longest yard in B? I don't think so.
Nah.
Do you think it goes down to
I think
C?
it's a go to C, honestly. And I think it's
so.
a purely nostalgia pick. And
Alright.
if I'm being honest with myself, it's C, which puts
I-
a lot of the others
you know
in the
what?
trash can.
You know what?
I think
I
puts
agree
the
because I
rest
think
of
it.
them in the trash can.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Golden Retriever, man.
Okay, the football one wasn't that bad.
Hold on a second. This is where it's going to get really confusing because I had to
I
look
didn't
this up. So we have 5 Airbud movies on here. And other than Golden Retriever, which I know is the second one, I don't know 3 through 5 what order they came out in.
The next one was soccer after football.
Okay, so football
Which
was
was
Golden,
really bad.
Let's start with
think football
Golden,
also goes
Golden
in-
Receiver.
Goes in C, honestly. They're about the same to me.
You'd put Golden Receiver.
I would
in
put
C?
it in C. I loved it, and that's all nostalgia, and it's
Yeah.
because I'm a football boy. But like,
Well, boy.
Okay, so
But
then
looking back, though, just like the idea of trying to tackle a golden retriever is really funny.
yeah,
And they tackle him one time in the entire movie.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Really
I
tackle
probably-
a dog? That's silly.
I watched that movie definitely more times than the original Airbud.
I think I probably did too. I had that one on VHS.
Yeah, I don't think it was a theatrical release. I think it was.
It was
straight to
not.
video.
It was
For
straight
something,
to VHS. It
there's
was.
something really romantic to me about Airbud where he finds in like baseball's romantic, not like, sorry, where he finds a basketball court in disarray, like in the middle of nothing, and cleans it up, and it's like his court. I really loved that as a kid. I really liked trying to find basketball courts I could like.
We kind of have that in our neighborhood.
Hey,
We do, except it's pretty nice now.
It has been
Honest-
cleaned
Fix
up.
it up
Yeah.
and film that.
honestly, that sounds like something Tim Keith at his age would do now.
Oh yeah,
Fair
easy.
enough.
He would spray paint lines on a court, and but anyway, yeah, I think the rest have to go in the trash can.
So okay, so the soccer one was next. So that's trash. What was
It
the
was
name of the
bad.
soccer one?
I've only seen the first
I
one.
don't
Can you
know.
look
I
it up
think-
real quick? Because I saw it last night. I can't tell from the thumbnail though.
I think, I mean, it's in the trash can. Airbud Soccer. It was Airbud World Pup,
World Pup. And then the next one was the baseball one.
which let's see the baseball one I saw also.
I haven't
terrible.
seen any of these.
Airbud was 7th inning fetch. Holy moly!
Like that. And then the last one's the volleyball one.
Was something about spike back,
Nice.
which doesn't really make sense.
Well, because a lot of dogs' names are Spiked or Spike.
And you spike a
back.
volleyball.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was bad. I didn't
I don't
see
know.
it. But
It's
I
not
know
good.
It was bad.
Well, cool.
Trash.
Tom, why don't you pick another one?
Alrighty, let's go with let's do Warrior. I really like that movie.
I would put it in B.
I was gonna say A.
I was almost. Oh no, my lights went out.
Lights
I was
went
almost
out,
going to say A.
I feel like Warrior's an A-level movie.
I'm not gonna
It's
debate
really
it.
good.
I won't
And
debate you.
Nick Nolte's performance is,
It's top notch.
yeah.
Okay, we'll put it in A.
Yeah, I think it was really good. I'm
Whoa,
blinded
Kevin,
right
you're
now.
so bright.
I'm freaking
Good
blind.
lord, Kevin.
Oh, this is bad.
What
Where's
kind of
my-
light? Do you got like a spotlight?
you-
Is like a
if you
floodlight in there?
If you
Jeez.
accidentally unplug the lights, they
They go straight to
go
bright.
straight to
Yeah.
the brightest setting.
Oh.
That
That'll
was
happen.
scary. Oh, I can't see.
Mob, why don't you pick one?
What? Sorry, what did we just do?
We
I'm sorry.
put Warrior in A tier.
Okay, I think that's fair.
Oh, I'm ready to be hurt. Let's do Creed.
I'd put it in God tier.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
go.
Yes,
I'm okay
Kenny.
with that. That's
Yes,
a great
Kenny.
movie.
I'd put it in God
I
tier.
love
I haven't seen the sequel, but I hear it's pretty good though too.
The
But-
sequel
I
is
have-
fine.
I would put
Yeah,
Creed
the
2 and
sequel is a
3.
Rocky movie, essentially.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
it is. I think Creed.
So it's great.
Well, like it's a
I see what
good
you
Rocky
did there.
movie. It's
Yeah.
not like a Rocky, you know, like
Right.
It's,
no,
it's a Rocky. It's
I'd
a
love
Rocky
to see it.
sequel.
I would put
But
Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
just
Can we
remember the
just talk about how good
emotions.
Creed is, though, for a second?
Yes. Oh my
We're
god.
getting ahead of ourselves. It's fantastic.
Sorry, yeah.
It's so
It's-
good.
I loved it so much.
I-
I was crying in the theater. The
I-
emotions.
I was an emotional wreck for 45 minutes in that movie, and I
Uh-huh.
still cannot forgive Mark Rylance for getting Best Supporting Actor for
Yeah.
freaking Bridge of Spies.
No.
Yeah.
When, in my opinion,
Snooze fest.
and this might be controversial, you got your best Rocky performance from Sylvester Stallone in Creed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're
I don't
right.
think that's
I
crazy
think
to
that's
say.
like because by the time you get to Creed, you have a fully formed character who's been through 40 years of stuff.
And my
Correct.
gosh, the
And it's
soundtrack.
so
in
good.
Creed.
Soundtrack's amazing.
The
Tessa
song-
Thompson does like original
Oh.
music for that movie.
Yeah,
which
the
is
song
really
that she
good.
performs when he's coming out for the final fight gives me goosebumps when I think
Mhm.
about it. Whew.
I'm
Ready
gonna
to
watch that
punch
later.
somebody
Yeah, I
in the
might
face.
watch it today
Oh
too.
man.
God, it's good. So Creed 2, honestly,
I'd
I'd
say
put
B.
it in B.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
where
That's
I
what
would
I'm
put it.
thinking.
It was solid, not great.
It was
They're
just
coming out with a third
it was a
one, too,
Rocky
right?
sequel. Yeah, and Michael B. Jordan's directing.
Perfect.
It will
So it'll
not
be
have
probably be pretty
Sylvester
solid.
Stallone in it though.
No,
I think he dies in between movies.
Let's do some weird one.
it's
like
probably time.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get some weird ones.
Let's do like MVP.
I would put it no opinion because I've never seen it,
I've
but it was
never
on
seen
the
it.
list.
Never seen it.
But it's a crazy.
All I have
idea.
is MVP 2 on here. I wonder
Oh,
what
okay,
went.
MVP 2. Well, I
Let's
think
put-
they would both go in no opinion because I've seen neither.
Yeah.
My guess is.
My guess is their trash can, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
if
can't
I
have
had,
that
like,
opinion.
If I had some nostalgia attached to MVP, I would maybe say C, but I've never seen it. So
Yeah. There we go. MVP, no opinion. Let's do The Cutting Edge.
I've never seen it.
I don't think I have.
Let
either
me
yet.
give you. Well, it's probably gonna go no opinion though, but I have seen it because I watched it on like TBS Superstation on like a Saturday afternoon when I was a
Yeah.
kid,
Superstation.
and it's about both these two ice skaters, both a woman's solo ice skater and a man's solo ice skater, and through circumstances they're forced to compete together, and they start off and they don't like each other at all.
Oh, shocking.
But then they get really good, and then guess what?
Fall in
fall in
love. This
Is
sounds like
there-
a trash movie.
Is there a second Cutting Edge?
Yes, there is. I put them both on here.
Ugh.
I don't know.
I would
I
put
mean, I
Cutting Edge
imagine-
in C, but it might go
Whoa.
no opinion since nobody else has seen it.
I've never seen
I'm
it.
It's
okay with
not
putting
good.
it in C because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can we put the Cutting Edge Part 2 in no opinion then?
Yeah, because I haven't seen it. Although it does have Christy Carlson Romano in it from Even Stevens.
Oh.
Mm.
That's
She
a
also
name.
is my
Childhood
neighbor.
crush.
So, little known
She was
fact.
your neighbor?
Meaning
She
she
is my
lives in
neighbor.
Austin.
Oh, is your neighbor? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody who lives in Austin,
Neighbor-
I say
neighbor
is my
talk.
neighbor.
Yeah.
Like any
I-
famous person.
I heard was, and I was thinking, why was she in Columbia, Missouri? But no,
No,
I get
I
it
don't
now.
live in Columbia, Missouri.
No, but
I don't
you
live in
did.
that
See,
garbage
that's
town.
The thing. Yeah,
Kay says, speaking of sports media, sorry to interrupt, but have you guys watched the new A League of Their Own show? I have not, but I'm very interested in seeing it. And that's a movie we should
Oh, League of Their Own.
We forgot to put it on here.
I think I would
Ah.
put A League of Their Own in God tier.
I would put it in
Yeah.
at least A.
Yeah,
I would
Yeah.
put God tier to me.
Gosh,
I love
There's-
that movie.
Iconic lines. You got a couple incredible scenes with Tom Hanks and what's her face?
save
Gina
it for
Davis.
Davis,
save it
Gina
for
Davis.
sports movies too.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Damn, I can't
Rose,
believe I
back when
forgot to
Rosie
put that on
O'Donnell was cool,
Relevant.
relevant. That's the right word.
Since we're, I might be jumping the gun.
No,
but
do it.
Since we're on skating movies and ice, can we do Miracle?
Yeah, let's do Miracle.
God tier for me.
I love it.
It's
I'm
one
gonna be
of my
honest with you
favorite.
guys. I've
sports
never
movies.
seen it.
Really?
Never seen it.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you actually want to feel good about America for once, watch Miracle.
I
God tier.
Okay.
Mike Eruzione. And who do you play for? The United States of America.
Look at Tom with
We're
his
done.
little.
Their time is over. Screw them.
Screw 'em.
It's got to be.
Oh,
God
I didn't even
tier.
think about it.
It has to be God
But
tier.
yeah.
It's one of my favorite sports movies. I
I'm
watch
into
it like
the God
every
I
like
have no opinion.
February when after the Super Bowl's over, and I just need like it's cold outside. And I just want to feel good about sports. Usually after my team has devastated me in the playoffs, I need to pick me up.
Okay. All right, we got that on there. Who wants to pick one? I'll pick one. Sandlot.
Sandlot, the original.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's God tier.
Yeah. It's
To me, it's God tiered based on
Yeah, that sounds good.
just. I think if I went back and watched it now, I'd be like, eh. But
No, I think it holds up.
Yeah, that's good.
as a
I mean,
kid,
it's so
so-
good.
it was like you couldn't tell me anything about Sandlot. It was the best movie out.
Everything about it holds up except for Squints.
Yeah.
Well, and it still
That
kind of
dude's
makes sense.
creep.
Oh,
But he's
yeah.
also a kid. Like he's a like what 9-year-old kid.
9 or 10.
That dude's a creep.
Checks out.
Also, it wasn't. I was a kid. We were all kids. It was not that easy to just make friends.
I mean,
kids
Wendy
were not that
Peppercorn.
accepting.
Come
of
on,
you.
guys.
I don't know. I moved
Huh?
around a lot as a kid. I made a lot of friends
Wendy Pfeffer.
because my personality is good.
Peppercorn or peppercorn?
I think it's technically Pfeffercorn. I think it's
Pfeffercorn.
PF.
PF.
I should
okay.
look it up.
I think it's
Peppercorn.
Wendy.
Pfeffercorn, hardly know her corn.
Ah, it's PFEFFERKORN.
Pfeffercorn.
What a name!
What a name. Sandlot 2. Never seen it, but I feel like it's trash.
I wouldn't
bet
even
it-
bother putting it in no opinion. It goes straight to the
Gotta
trash.
be trash, I think. Yeah.
The trash.
Okay, how about Cool Runnings? One of my
Ooh,
favorites.
I love Cool Running.
It's at least an A for me.
yeah.
It's an A for me at least as well. It just kind of depends on.
I don't think I'd put it in God tier to be honest, but
I
it's,
say
think it's
A.
A.
Let's go A.
yeah.
The first time I saw Cool Runnings, my friend and I loved it so much we just watched it immediately a second time.
Hey, let's
We were
circle
like,
back.
let's run it back.
Let's circle back to Sandlot 2. Kay's in the chat saying Sandlot 2 is the exact same movie. Well, Kay, none of us have seen it. So where will you put it? And then would you leave it in the trash can tier? Or would you possibly want to put it somewhere else? Because if you've
would
seen it, you're the expert.
I would accept C. I just can't imagine it's that good.
Let's see what she says. Trash. It's trash. Okay, we're
Trash.
in trash.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
great.
yeah.
No
Wait.
way.
It's not good.
Wait, what does that mean you think about the original?
Yeah, if it's the exact same movie.
I don't
She
want to know.
stepped in it.
No,
Okay, you just stepped in it.
I'm not ready to be hurt.
One of my favorite throwaway lines in The Sandlot is when they're like they're up in the treehouse trying to get the ball, and they have like the little robot guy with the little arm that pops down,
Mhm.
and Squints is just looking at it. He goes, "You got it, pull it in," and just the way he says it, it's just
pull
so
it
funny. To me.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Uh,
All right, Mob, pick one.
Let's do dodgeball.
Dodgeball. Probably put it in maybe B at best. I thought it was great when it
would-
came out, but I was also
yeah.
like 14, so it was like
this is a hard
yeah.
conversation to have because when we were teenagers, it was hilarious.
It was so
Yes.
great.
And it's not like I still quote it, but it's not aged very well. I
There's
would
some
say.
classic moments.
It's
but,
really
like,
funny to look back at.
Mid 2000s humor.
Well, yeah, at Jason Bateman as like the dumb,
Yeah.
like he just
Color
doesn't play
commentator.
those kinds of
Yeah.
characters.
yeah.
I would say B or C. I don't know.
I maybe even C. I don't know. I'll put it in B just because yes, I think it is still kind of like. I
I think it's better. Space Jam is my litmus test. I think it's way better than Space Jam,
Sure. Okay.
and even The Cutting Edge. Like,
Mhm.
I think
don't
it's C.
I
can- I can do
I
C.
remember when it came out, it was built up so much that when I saw it,
disappointing.
I was just like, this isn't.
I think
Yeah,
we
it still has its
should-
quotes, but
yeah, I think we'll leave it in B.
I'm fine either way.
Unless Mob, if you got a really like, if you're really,
I have no
opinionated
strong
about
opinion
this-
on it. I'm fine.
I
with
mean,
C
my
also.
opinion, my opinion, and I feel that it's C, but that's because of my
Hey,
own experience.
Let's
with
put
the
it
movie.
in C. Let's have some. Let's have someone like someone's going to be like, "This is an A movie," and be mad about it.
Oh, for
So
sure,
let's
somebody's
put it
gonna
in
be
C.
pissed that we
Let's
didn't put it in
C.
God tier. I know there's people out there, but anyways,
Like
I'm good with C.
okay, see it is.
Dodgeball is when I learned that what's her face is actually married to Ben Stiller. And
Yeah.
I was like, huh?
Christine Taylor.
Yeah.
Didn't they like break up, but now they're back
They
together,
separated.
They
for a
did,
while,
had, like,
but
a
now they're back
separation.
together.
Back.
which
They're
makes me
back.
happy. I don't know why.
They found those.
I
kids
like
found
them
their way.
together.
Love confirmed, not dead.
All right, let's just knock out the rest of the football movies real quick. How about that? I think
Shut
we got
up.
4.
Let's not do them all at once here. Let's just be careful about this.
mean,
Okay, then you pick one, Kevin. Jeez.
Let's go Friday Night Lights. For me, it's
Okay.
God tier.
God tier.
I love-
for sure.
yeah.
God tier.
Best soundtrack of maybe any movie ever because I love explosions in the
And
sky.
again, it was
but-
one of those, like, I kind of see it as like another Moneyball, where the first time I saw it, I was just like, oh, that was a disappointing
That
ending. And then
sucked.
I watched
Oh,
it again,
no,
just
dude.
like, oh, yeah, it's just a real life
I loved it from the
story.
first time I laid out.
I remember seeing it
Yeah.
in the theater, and of course, spoiler alert: the movie's almost 20 years old. So if you don't know what
Ugh.
happens, then that's
Don't
on
say
you.
that.
They lose the championship
Yeah.
game at the end of the movie. And I remember after the movie was over, the guy in front of me stood up and he was like, if I wanted to watch a movie where people just lose, I'd just watch a movie about my own life. And I've never forgotten that. It was like the funniest, and it's like we didn't know him, but he turned around to address the people I'd seen the movie with, and he addressed it that way, and I'll never forget that.
To me, them
That's
losing
awesome.
almost makes it better. But
Right. Well, and that's
Oh,
why
yeah,
I
it's
liked
such
it.
a good
I
movie.
appreciate it more on the second go around.
It's also a true
this is
story.
So that's
It's
how
not
it
made
actually
up.
happened. And it's just like, sometimes you don't have a happy ending.
All right, Mob.
I'm
would you
devastated
agree
just
with the
thinking
God
about
tier?
them losing again.
Personally, it's an A movie for me, but you have to realize I saw the TV show before the movie. So when I saw the movie, it
very
was
different.
a comparison, and I'm a TV. I love Friday Night
TV is
Lights,
awesome,
the
too.
TV show.
The TV show's
So-
great.
So that's just like
But
I
the
just wouldn't put it
movie-
with the rest of those movies,
I would
which is
say-
why I would put it in A.
I would put the movie on a whole nother level than the TV show.
I would
but I
too.
understand that logic 100%.
It's-
When you're like connected to something and you can't
Yeah.
really like remove yourself from it. So like
Mob, I can't believe you didn't see the movie in theaters. Like, just
I
can't
wasn't
believe it.
allowed to.
yes.
what?
PG-13.
The elusive PG-13 rating.
Why would this even be PG-13? Cuss
Well, there's like
words?
Language?
some sexy stuff in it. Isn't
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
You know,
I don't
can't-
remember
Can't let
that.
our children watch that.
Yeah.
I don't even
Um,
think you really see anything, though. It's more just alluded to.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
It had to do with some of the situations because like my parents looked into it and stuff, and I just wasn't allowed to.
And then like Tim McGraw is just a bad
Dude,
abusive
Tim-
father.
But he was so good in
But he's
movie.
also
Yeah,
really
he
good.
really was. Yeah. Surprisingly.
Yeah. Varsity Blues.
I've actually never seen it.
You've
I
never
haven't
seen
either.
Varsity Blues?
I've
never seen it.
Okay, I'll put it as high as you want because The Office makes me think it's a great
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
But
Here-
fine
it's
with
definitely like a B movie. It's not
Okay.
bad. Like it's not horrible, but it's
that
not.
sounds right
It's
to
like
me.
classic, but it's not like great. I think is the best way to explain it. Like, also features a very prominent strip club here in Austin called the Landing Strip, and anytime you fly into Austin and drive down the highway to get to Austin, you will you'll see the Landing Strip.
Nice.
I love in The Office when Michael lets Kevin give the recap of where they left off,
Yeah, previously
And,
on Varsity Blues.
and it's just Kevin. Yeah, anytime Kevin speaks in The Office, I love it. Anyway,
Coach Carter.
Never seen it.
We've
B
never
or
seen
C.
Coach Carter.
I really liked it when
Yeah.
it came out at the time.
Right. Here's my feeling on Coach Carter. It feels like a movie within a movie, like a movie that like a sports movie within another movie, like let's say it's a movie about like an actor or something like that, and he starred in like a sports movie, and that's what he's known for. Like that's Coach Carter is the movie, if that makes any sense.
I don't know, actually.
It's very
No?
to me because it's so
But-
cliche. It's such a cliche like type of movie that it's like, oh, this is
Very
the movie within a movie.
formulaic.
I think it's a B personally.
Yeah,
Just because it's there. It was relevant
it's
when
got
it
some
came
good
out.
scenes in it. It's
And
fine.
like the one dude that passed up a layup to shoot a 3-pointer well ahead of his time.
yeah,
Can't remember that guy.
Can we
He was
just
also
talk?
in The Rookie.
Can we also talk about how we were doing football movies and then just snuck in Coach Carter?
Yeah, we just said
I didn't
no,
know we
thank
were
you.
doing. I thought Kevin got mad at me because I wanted to do all the football movies. So I'm just
No,
going
we
through
can't.
them.
I think we should save the one football movie for last. So
Oh, I
I
know
think
what
we
you're
should
talking
just keep
about.
going down the list.
I know what
honestly.
you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, I know what
Okay.
you're saying. He got game.
Never seen it.
I've never seen it either.
Me either.
I think it's good. I would put it in.
Kevin decides.
That's Jesus Shuttlesworth, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I would put it in B.
Okay.
But there's probably some old heads out there that'd be like, "You're crazy. This is God tier, or this is A." But
I'm sure.
But I feel like even if it was that level, it would have enough
The fact
cultural
Well, I'm
relevancy
pretty sure
that
we're
I would
gonna get-
still understand references.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that's ever referenced that movie.
And Jesus
Shuttleworth is
like
the
what I
most
know.
prominent one.
Yeah.
it's
Ray Allen.
It's
Ray
Ray
Allen,
Allen
yeah.
plays probably the best name ever.
Correct.
I also, I think that we're going to get blowback from the Do You Like Apples guys over where we put the Cutting Edge.
Really?
They're such snobs, you know.
For
they're
sure.
gonna be really upset.
I mean,
that we
I've never.
put
I don't
Cutting Edge
even
in C.
We forgot about White Men.
We
I was-
forgot about a lot of movies, man.
Rudy.
Rudy! Oh!
We're-
Oh my
we're
gosh!
idiots.
Hoosiers isn't
Okay,
on
we'll
here.
have to. Hoosiers! What are we doing? We'll have to do a
Sports
second one.
movies too. It's coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
geez.
There's
Coming
just
next
so
month.
many.
Yeah.
Hoosiers is like a
Mike?
classic with.
Oh man.
Okay,
I'm happy to put this wherever you guys want. I've seen it once. I liked it, but I was also a young kid.
it's gonna be hard not to let nostalgia distract here.
I mean,
I
I've
think
put it
Mob
in
probably
C.
feels the same way about it as
I would
C.
put it in A.
I would put it in A also.
So B.
Calvin Cambridge.
Oh my gosh!
Split the difference in B.
I guess just
God, I love that movie. I can't explain why, but for a time in my life,
Little
on
Big
Christmas
League.
Eve, we would get home
forgetting all these others.
from our little thing, and I was too excited, so I couldn't go to sleep. So my parents let me watch a movie, and every Christmas Eve I would watch Like Mike. I don't why that one. I don't know.
There was something
It's a
for me
fun
as a
tradition.
kid where like movies about kids playing like in the major league, so like Little Big League, Rookie of the Year,
Rookie of the
We
Year.
like
so
Mike,
many.
where it's just like, man, how cool would this be? Like I'm 10, he's 10, I could be playing against Randy Johnson right now. That is sick.
I
This guy's
remember-
playing against whoever.
We're legally not allowed to mention Randy
Oh
Johnson on any
shoot, we're
Corvettes media.
I mean that long-haired
Redacted.
freak that played on the
Redacted.
Mariners.
Redacted.
I remember when this came out, it was when Michael Vick was really good, and I was like, they should do a Like Mike 2 with Michael
Yeah.
Vick cleats.
Man,
That's
that did not
that's
age
the
well.
mindset. No,
I'm glad they didn't make it.
I'm really
is all
glad
I'll
in
say.
retrospect that didn't happen.
but
So where did we put
Yours.
this?
I think
E?
he's gonna end up putting it in B.
I mean, it's your
But-
call, really.
I
you
would
want me to
put it
put
in
it
A.
in A? It's
but,
going to A.
But okay,
It's going to A.
yes.
It's an A.
Good.
All right, Little Giants.
We got so many movies we forgot.
I know. Sports
Are you
movies too,
writing
come.
these down? Is anybody writing them down?
I'll have it saved. Don't
Nah.
worry.
Okay.
I got
I
that
don't
saved.
write things down.
We'll do another one. We'll put another 50 movies that we forgot.
Little Giants.
I've never seen Little Giants.
I have, but it was never one I was like really into.
I'd put no opinion because I remember seeing it, but it was so long ago I never saw it
Yeah.
again.
I feel like
so-
we have to have
I-
an opinion on it.
I could put it. I
It's-
could put it in B, but I think it's probably C.
Okay. You make the call.
People love Little Giants. Some people probably won't like that we
Yeah.
did that. But
There's
like
it's-
Mike and A and Little Giants and
So,
Or-
look, I'm a football guy, but like
true.
Mike, I
I'm a
mean, it
football guy.
it tugs at your heartstrings. Like, all he wants is a dad.
All he wants is a dad. All right. I put it in C. You want me to change it?
I don't
A Little
know.
Giants.
fine.
No, that's
Okay.
different. I'm
All
putting
right.
it C.
$1 Million Baby.
Never
A?
seen it.
A.
I put it in A.
I could see some people would probably argue for God tier just because of the Hollywood recognition it received. But
Yeah, it won Best Picture.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I put
Cushion.
it in A. I haven't seen it, but yeah, that's
I
all
didn't
I
try
can.
and
Kill me.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah.
A is fair. I think.
$1 Million Baby. Oh, he's gonna try to kill me.
Gonna
Yeah.
try to kill me.
Any Given Sunday, I'd put
Never
this.
seen it.
I'd
This
put
one
it in
either.
A.
Really?
I would. It's good, but it is a
You
little
gotta
like
fight for that inch.
it's like a little over dramatic, but it is.
I've
it's
never
pretty
seen
good.
the whole thing. I've seen
Is it
like
about arena football?
No,
no. It's about the NFL.
it's,
Supposed to be
well,
the
it's like a
NFL.
Okay.
it's like a not a fake league, but like a made up
Yeah.
league. For
Like
the movie.
if-
Oh, okay.
Fan.
I'd put it in A just for the Al Pacino
Oh,
speech.
one of the it's maybe the best speech in a football movie.
That
Go
go
also
away.
forgot the replacements.
The replacements.
Yeah,
And
this is
Benchwarmers.
more like an embarrassing like show of like what
How many
we
things
forgot.
we forgot?
Yeah.
Our
There's so many.
ignorance.
We're gonna have more movies in the sports too.
Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
Bad News Bears.
Well, let's
Bench
get to
warmers.
the
Yeah.
final movie that we had for today.
All right, I'm ready to die on this hill.
Remember the Titans.
Oh, I'm in the same hill I'm gonna
Uh,
die on. This is God tier, and
Yeah.
I don't care what Kenny's about to say.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. I'm ready to fight you to the death.
Here's what I'll say.
Tom, you go. Tom, you say
yeah,
your
Tom,
opinion,
why don't you speak your piece?
and then we'll let Kenny be a dumbass about this.
This is tough. I do love this movie so much.
Who doesn't?
Might go A.
He'd say A. You guys say God tier. Here's what I'll say. It's a good movie. I'm not going to debate you guys on that. Is it God tier? I don't think so. I think it is a movie that is very, very much a nostalgia movie. It has some good moments. I would put it in.
But talking about great speeches, that scene where they're jogging through Gettysburg, that's a great speech.
It's good. It's great. Is it Al Pacino on Any Given Sunday? No.
It's better.
I've never seen it.
I'll give it A. I'll say A.
Okay.
I don't. Here's the thing. I wouldn't, and this is just a personal thing. Like, I wouldn't put it in the same tier as the movies that are currently in God tier. Like, I think all those movies are better.
Jeez, man. If we put The Sandlot and The Miracle, like, if Miracle's in God tier, I don't know how
you still there?
The Titans can't be in God tier.
Okay, you still there? Would you put Remember the Titans in God tier or A?
She's not
Remember
gonna
the
say God
Titans
tier.
is my favorite movie of all time.
Okay.
I will watch it at any time. I have an emotional connection to it. It's like football season. I'll watch it. It's probably my most quoted movie.
I'm gonna let Mob speak for me on this.
I
He's
just
saying everything I believe.
The story, and I understand, like, you know, it's probably blown out of proportion and all that stuff, but like, I know that it comes with this, like, also the stigma of a lot of people don't like it because it was the movie you watched in school, when you had a day where you watched a movie, probably in history class, even though it's, you know, not really historical.
I will say we never once did that in school.
I just think.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Youst!
I'm good with God tier, and I think we'll put it in God tier because your impassioned speech just now changed me.
I do have an emotional connection to this movie, and it's a little.
I do love it.
Well, that's why we put Rocky.
What team? You know, like
that.
I'm totally on board for God tier.
That's why we put
I just
Rocky
don't
in God
think
tier.
it should go any lower than A because it
I know you
is
wanna
superior
leave me,
to.
But I
most of these movies.
refuse to let you go.
And I'll say this too, like in all technicality, Rocky is a better movie, which is why I think it should be in God tier. I Remember the Titans is my personal favorite movie of all time.
Well,
just
I
because
feel like
of the rewatchability.
the reason we put Rocky in God tier is because I made the same argument that it is my personal favorite movie of all time, and then I think that's what tipped it. So I think Remember the Titans in God tier is fine.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
It's decided. Kay says she doesn't know if she's seen it, so I guess we put it down to no opinion.
Yeah, let's
Hey,
put it
no.
down there. Let's put it down there with
that's
MVP
it. We did
2.
it. We did it, guys. We ranked all the movies. Congratulations. We're gonna definitely have to do sports movies too.
Hey,
Yeah.
I just want to say this, America.
Mm-hmm.
If Kenny, Mob, and I can come together on, or really just me and Kenny, if me and Kenny can come together on Rocky and Remember the Titans, then we can figure this out.
We can find
We can
across the
figure
aisle.
our way back to a
Compromise.
normal functioning society.
I have
Yeah.
hope.
No, we're good. Like, we're probably done. Like, as a society, like we're probably and you
giving
know
up.
what? It's probably for the best at this point. Like, we had a good run. You know,
I refuse.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it, guys. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We'll post the results after we post this episode. This episode is going to come out in a couple weeks, so just be on the lookout for that. But yeah, if you're here right now, or if you're listening later, be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at CineBoiz. Be sure to follow Corkbats on Twitter and Instagram at Corkbats, also at Corkbats on TikTok and Corkbats.com, as well as YouTube.com/Corkbats, where you can watch our streams after the fact. So, guys, you got anything else you want to say?
Sure don't.
Nah.
Okay. Well, let's wrap it up then. Bye, boys.
Bye.
Bye.